Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Sergey Kharitonov to defeat Alexander Emelianenko. And I'm here to talk about Joaquin Buckley versus Alex Morono. Buckley is 29 years old, 16-6 as a pro, and he's given up 1 inch of height, but has 4 inches of reach over 33-year-old Morono, who is 23-8 as a pro. Buckley is a very dangerous guy, one of the most dangerous guys in any weight class. This is a welterweight fight, I should mention. He is coming down from middleweight, or he came down in his last fight. That was his debut at welterweight against Andre Fialho. He got a second-round head kick knockout. And Buckley, he's a knockout artist, I'm sure, at any weight class you put him in, even fucking heavyweight. The guy is an exceptional athlete and a really explosive striker, competent on his feet, throwing even wild shit. I mean, he's got the famous Impa Kasanganai head kick knockout, or whatever you call that. His kick hit the guy's head, but I think it something spinning, but just fucking phenomenal. And got the head kick against Andre Fialho. We've seen him knock out Jordan Wright. He's definitely a fucking monster on the feet, Joaquin Buckley. And at welterweight, he's going to have physicality on his side in a way that he never really could have at middleweight. He does live by the knockout, but he also dies by the knockout as well. 4 of his 6 losses come by knockout. Chris Curtis, Alessio Di Chirico, Kevin Holland, and Jackie Gosch, even though he avenged the Jackie Gosch loss. That was before he got to the UFC. But he's definitely a guy that is vulnerable there. You know, you can't ignore it. And so is Morono, to be honest. Both these guys, neither guy's been submitted, but they've both been knocked out quite a few times. I don't have too much faith in either one of their chins, to be honest. And the 2 guys that beat Buckley by decision are Nassourdine Imavov. We saw that fight in the UFC. And Buckley looked great, outlasting Imavov. Just lost the points battle. And Logan Storley beat him in Bellator, or wherever the fuck. But that was, he totally out-wrestled him. Logan Storley's an amazing wrestler, if you don't know. Alex Morono, he's 23-8. He's much more of a well-rounded guy, very dangerous with the jiu-jitsu, but he's also got deceptively heavy hands and deceptively good striking. Everything about him is deceptive because he's not such a good athlete. I mean, he's the exact opposite of Joaquin Buckley, but Morono is still very light on his feet, very fast, ferocious, and technically sound everywhere. He got a guillotine choke in his last win over Tim Means. You know, maybe his finest victory. Yeah, I don't know. He beat Cowboy. That's probably his finest victory, I guess. But still, the win over Tim Means means a lot. He did TKO Cowboy Cerrone. That is his biggest win, I'd say. But we've also seen him scratch and claw for decisions over some really tough fighters, especially as of late. Beat Matt Semmelsberger, David Zavada, Mickey Gall. Came very, very close to beating Santiago Ponzinibbio, but got knocked out in round 3. That's the story of Alex Morono's losses. You know, 3 of his 8 losses are by knockout. So I guess it's not the story of his losses, but it's definitely his main weakness as far as, you know, being finished goes. Ponzinibbio knocked him out in round 3 in a fight that Morono was so close to winning, and he took that fight on short notice too. Just fucking killed me. Chaos Williams steamrolled him in 30 seconds or whatever that was. This guy, Diego Henrique, knocked him out. And Nico Price also knocked him out at the very end of round 2, but it was ruled a no contest, I think for weed or something. I don't know. It's Nico. Maybe it was steroids. I don't fucking know. But either way, I know his chin failed him there. He was knocked out at the end of round 2. So Morono, definitely, he's got to mind his P's and Q's. Both guys really do, but considering the firepower of Buckley, I'd say Morono is more in danger of getting knocked out here. But Morono can still really surprise a lot of people with his striking, including Buckley. I think he's definitely got an advantage in grappling, especially if he should find top position over Buckley. And with nobody getting knocked out or even hitting the ground in a pure points battle on the feet. Yeah, he's given up 4 inches of reach and a good amount of athleticism and overall energy to Buckley. But Alex Morono is steady for 15 minutes. He's really light on his feet. He's not going to be as easy of a target as somebody like Andre Fialho. You know, Morono is so light on his feet compared to a guy like that, where it's night and day. And I think he's going to give Buckley the first real, like, welterweight test he's had since returning back to welterweight. He's going to be given that welterweight speed anyway, even though Fialho presents a much more different challenge. Fialho had power that Morono arguably doesn't have. But I also think Morono, again, has deceptively good power. And that's why I bet on him to win by knockout. His knockout odds are fucking insane. So I absolutely bet on him to win by knockout. But also, I'm betting on him to win the fight as money line because I like his chances. I think, he's my pick to win the fight. I don't trust Buckley's chin, just like I don't really trust Morono's. But I definitely don't trust Buckley's either. I think Morono is underrated on the feet. He will be able to tag Buckley. Just may not have the firepower that some of the guys that knock Buckley out has. But I also think Morono is going to give him a real test if this one should go 15 minutes anywhere. Even if it's purely on the feet, but certainly if it's on the ground. Alex Morono, a well-versed fighter with a good gas tank. And a scrappy guy that's going to test Buckley, I think, in a hard 15-minute fight at welterweight. I'm going with Morono, playing the underdog, plus 145, and really hoping he gets the knockout, because the knockout odds, again, they're disproportionate. I know Buckley has, even I said he's got a better chance of getting the knockout, because Buckley just has that much more firepower, but both guys have weak chins. You could argue Buckley's is even weaker, and Morono, he's deceptive, again, in a lot of ways. I love using that word. So I'm going with Morono. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos.